All right. All right. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready, guys. I've been here on the computer and I saw you, James. I saw you. I saw you there waiting. I just been taking some notes because now that today there's a super investor that invested in a stock that some of you guys have been buying and I've been talking about it. I posted on X too. I think it's a stock that I'm going to be adding to the dividend portfolio this week. But I just been doing my research, see if it's one that I want to hold long term, and I'm coming to the conclusion that yes, I do want to hold it long term, and I'm gonna be making some moves this week. So I don't know how many of you guys are there in the chat. I don't think there's that many of you guys, but and I can repeat it again later on today. But you guys also gotta let me know. Uh, Let me see. It's 8:11 already. Oh man, I started early. I saw James was active in the chat. So I had to get on. James, you started your comments at 7:19. 7:19. So yeah, let's go, James. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. Very, very important. But I did I was pretty much working on putting together something. Maybe I should make a video better. I'll probably give you guys a sneak peek, but just really been considering adding this one stock that some of you guys have been talking about it there, and Anders is there too in the chat. Anders, let's go. I jumped in here literally 5 seconds before it started. Nice, Tim. Nice, Tim. Is it waste management? I like waste management. I'll tell you that. I like waste management. I'll tell you guys in a few. I'll probably tell you guys in a few. Let me see. Let me see. I added some Vici to my REIT account. Ooh, nice, nice. You just started that position, Anders, or did you have some already in your position? In Vici properties. That is one that I had quite a few shares. I'm pretty happy actually. I'm pretty content with my position in Vici properties. One thing that has been happening, I don't know why. My Google spreadsheets have not been working. I don't know why, and I've been refreshing, and they work, and then they don't work. So I'm not sure what is going on. Oh, you see now I've refreshed it, and now it's working. Uh, but yeah, pretty much they were not working for some time and now they're working. Okay, so that's good. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna show you guys the couple purchases that I made this week, which it wasn't much. It wasn't much. I only made 3 purchases. That's pretty much all I made today in purchases. So let me just put this together right here. I was watching Joseph Carlson's video just now. It was pretty good actually. So after you guys get off this live, I recommend you guys go and look at it real quick. Let me see. X smashing a cheeseburger was good. What's up, X? Ooh, that sounds good. I had spaghetti. I had pretty much spaghetti with some garlic bread. Spaghetti and beef with some garlic bread. That's what I had today. But that sounds really good. Cheeseburger. Yes, with some bacon on it. Only had O and MAA. Decided to spread out a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Um what was something that you liked about Vici properties, that you started investing in it? I like it. I like Vici properties. I think Vici properties long term is gonna be a good performer because I honestly don't think um that the Vegas Strip, their properties there, I don't think that's ever gonna go out of business. Anything there in that strip, any of those casinos or anything like that. There's a football team, right? I think there might be an NBA team coming there in the future. Also, there was a WNBA team. I know WNBA doesn't make that much, but let me see. Yeah. So, but oh, sorry, I was getting some text messages. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. But yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting a few text messages real quick, and I think I'm going to just ignore them for now. I think I'm gonna do that. All right. But yeah, I think Vici Properties is definitely gonna continue to benefit in the long term, to be honest with you. And all they do is collect rent. They, it's a triple net lease that they give to their tenants, pretty much. So a lot of good things about Vici Properties. And I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there, but I had a couple messages there. Good morning. What's up, KC? Good morning. Good morning. Over here it's kind of dark, as you can see right here. It's definitely nighttime over here, but what is it? Thursday over there, right in Korea? Just loaded my sheet and it looks okay. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I just loaded it too. I just reloaded it. I don't know what was going on, but for like the last hour, it was just it was just not loading anything. Like a lot of the company names, any formulas were not working, things like that. So no purchases until around February 26th. Okay, all right. Is Carlson's video about the Max 7 stock? Young. No. About a Max 7 stock? Yeah, pretty much. About one of them, plus the AI scare, it's pretty much about the SaaS stocks also that are getting hit a lot because of the sentiment out there, or the narrative, right, that is out there pretty much about AI disrupting all these companies, all these SaaS companies, software companies. So yeah, that's what the video is about, and it was pretty good. Hope you enjoyed your trip. I haven't gone anywhere yet, Casey. Now I fly. I don't know if you were talking about to me, but I fly next. Give me 1 second. No, yeah, it's not this Saturday coming up. Is the next one, So we still have another Sunday night live stream this Sunday, which is Monday over there. X, that Duolingo or or we did. Doesn't sound like a good investment. AI gonna make that obsolete. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Duolingo. I don't know. Even though the financials look good. What's up, Boogie? How are you? Seem like a good complement to O and MAA. Yeah, so you have real estate in commercial real estate, right? Pretty much, or not commercial. Retail real estate, with all realty income, you have a whole ton of it. You have an apartment REIT now, plus now in the gaming sector, with Vici Properties. I think that's good, definitely good. That's a nice REIT portfolio. I like that. Casey, didn't you know that when you go live with us on the phone gets turned off? Yes. Yeah, I should have. Thursday, 10:17 a.m. Wow. So it is. Sorry about that. No worries. WE means whatever. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for that, KC. But yeah. Whatever doesn't sound like a good investment. AI gonna make that obsolete. Yeah. I have a similar opinion about Duolingo, honestly. It might get better. I don't know, as an app, but I don't know, in the long term. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just have a little bit more coffee. All right. James, what's good, James? Actually, you were one of the first ones I, complimented you at the beginning. Didn't know you left for a sec. But yeah, I was complimenting you. Thank you for starting the chat right away, earlier than I was about to start. But in the portfolio right now, which the dividend portfolio is pretty much, my dividend portfolio is carrying the both portfolios pretty much, because Bitcoin is pretty much bringing down my portfolio. Netflix also, I think it's like around $79, somewhere around there. So that's also bringing down my portfolio. So companies that doesn't look like they're gonna get disrupted by AI, like Coca-Cola, Johnson and Johnson, Procter and Gamble, you know, Vici Properties is also another one that has been recovering, has been in the upside. Um, Bank of America has been like in the upside, then downside, and hasn't been. It has been all over the place. A lot of volatility. Starbucks is also another one that has been recovering as of lately, performing pretty good in share price. But man, I'm very very nervous about Starbucks, to be honest with you. Let me see, Anders. I tried one of the paid for AI language apps. If any indication, they got a long way to go. That's not good. What's up, M? How are you? Good evening. It scored me a 65% in my native language. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. I'm sure it will probably rate me like that in Spanish too, something similar. I definitely take your word on that. But Starbucks is one that has me a bit concerned in my portfolio, especially about, I think they're gonna have to cut the dividend pretty soon, in the upcoming quarters or so, unless they really turn things around. But as I've said before in the previous video or the previous live stream, they have a lot of competition now. They have even more competition. Right now over here in the East Coast, there's what was it, 7 Brew or something like that, which is a new one. It's like a Dutch Bros pretty much. But it has been becoming very, very popular right here in the Northeast of the United States. So it's another one. There's two companies pretty much taking a lot of market share from Starbucks. So that's pretty much what is getting me nervous. The revenue has been going down also. It's on the downside right now. So yeah, there's quite a few. Have you guys been selling, or did you guys sell any of your positions? Any of the stocks that you guys think is gonna get disrupted by AI? That you guys or are you guys buying anything, any SaaS stocks, any software stocks that are out there right now on the downside right now in share price? Are you guys buying anything? Adobe. I think I would be nervous with Adobe, to be honest with you, because I was making a couple pictures with Google Gemini, and it's actually pretty good. I'll tell you that. Using some of those AI ones, but some of the companies that right now are looking pretty cheap, I'm gonna tell you right now, but are looking like a pretty good, which I showed you guys anyways last week. But some of the companies, and this is one that I need to add more right now. I need to be a little bit more bullish on Amazon. And the share price right now is at 204. PE ratio is at 28. Forward PE is at 25. I think this is a good opportunity right here. Meta, I think out of all of them, is definitely a great opportunity right now. 28 PE ratio, and right now the forward PE is at 21.7. So pretty much a 22 forward earnings on Meta. So this one is looking extremely attractive in Meta. Microsoft is looking attractive too. It's at a 23 forward PE right now at $404. It's about to hit under 400, which makes it look even more attractive in Microsoft. And then Netflix, I already built up my position. It's at a 24 PE right now, which it looks a little bit more attractive than where I was buying it at, which it was at $83, at $81, at $85. I started my first 2 shares. So I don't know. If I get a little bit more cash, I'll buy another share. But I really want to build up this position right here in Amazon, which is at a 25 forward PE right now. So this is the one that I'm going to need to be buying some more right now. And actually, if I tell you guys right now, these were some of the purchases that I made this week, which I started with, of course, SCHD. I bought another share for my weekly challenge at $31.33. Then I bought, just give me 1 second. Let me click on the screen. Forgot to click on the screen. I bought a little bit more IBIT, iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. I know it has been on the downward right now, on the downside in share price. But I bought 0.730 shares. I bought a fraction of a share to pretty much round it up, which I'm going to show you the position in a minute. And the share price was at $37.96. So I spent $27.71 on IBIT. And I think I'm done with that position. If it stays around that share price and I have some extra cash, I'll put it on there. But I don't think so, because this is where I want to put most of my money right now, which is Amazon, in the growth portfolio. This is where I want to put my money, in Amazon. I bought my last $39 that I had in cash, and I put it into Amazon at $204.92. And I'm honestly gonna try to buy some more this Friday when I make my deposit in the growth portfolio. And I think I'm gonna put it all into Amazon. I know Bitcoin is still at a pretty good price right now for me to build up my position even more. But I see this one as a good opportunity in Amazon. I really, really like Amazon a lot, especially for the long term. I just, really, really like it. And at a 25 PE, I think Amazon is also going to benefit from robotics. I'm not thinking about swing trading Amazon either. I'm not thinking about buying Amazon now, and if it goes up to $260 or somewhere around there, where man, I forgot, where analysts are saying that analysts are forecasting. I'm trying to find the words, but analysts are forecasting for Amazon to be between $250 and $300 in the next year or so. Even if it goes up to $300, I don't want to sell it. I want to hold it longer term. Honestly, this is one company that I want to hold long term. So at a 25 forward PE, I like it a lot. I like Amazon a lot. And I know that a lot of these companies are going to be investing a lot in CapEx. They're going to be investing, I think, between all the Max 7s or something like that. I was looking at a chart, over $600 billion in 2026 in CapEx. That is crazy. James, give a few days. Amazon going to test 200. Yeah. Well, I'm going to DCA every Friday pretty much whenever I make my deposits, I think, because right now I have no cash in the growth portfolio. I just spent the last of it today in the two purchases that I made today, which I'm going to show you my positions in a second. But yeah, I got to wait for Friday so I could buy a little bit more. Let me see, James, one more chance for 199 shares. Wow. X, I love AI. Making short anime videos and music is awesome. Once we can generate a whole 90-minute movie, it's over. Yeah, I'll probably have to move on from Netflix. Unless Netflix uses it to their advantage, That is something that can happen too, in the long term. Let me see, Casey. At the end of the month, I plan to buy one or more of the following: SMH, which is the semiconductor sector ETF, Main Street Capital, O, Realty Income. What is FOF? What is FOF? Let me take a quick look, because I don't know what that is. FOF. Cohen and Steers Close-End Opportunity Fund. Is it? This is the FOF? Has a 7.14% dividend yield. Wow. All right, pretty cool right there. I need to grow my Main Street Capital position. It's just very, very small. I need to grow it. What's up, Thrill? How are you? I stopped buying the dip on CRM, and Adobe will buy when the share price starts going up at least 10%. But for now, I'm done buying dips software. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. You know, a lot of people are very nervous about the SaaS companies right now, all these software companies. But I think it was Jensen Wang from Nvidia said that AI is gonna need software. AI is gonna need um, vehicles to pretty much like perform. So I think the Nvidia CEOs is still bullish on tech and SaaS software companies, if I'm not mistaken. That was something that I saw on X. But yeah, if you think that the companies long term they're gonna benefit from AI, if you have strong conviction, and I honestly, yeah, so these companies are gonna use AI for their benefit. That's what I don't. That's what I don't understand why they panic right now. Let me see. The no meant $199 a share. Okay, in Amazon. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, I would love for it to go under $200 so I could, buy it under my cost. Made me a coffee real quick because honestly, I was feeling a little bit tired today. But let me see real quick. What else? What else did I want to? So I'm gonna show you guys my portfolio real quick. Let me show you my weekly challenge spreadsheet real quick. Because I've been buying, man. I have been buying SCHD. I was gonna say Netflix. SCHD every week. So far I spent for the weekly challenge $175.72. $175 I have spent already in this one. And I already having gains $14 from my purchases in SCHD. So that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. If you sum it up in the bottom right corner, which I got the screen on there, but I'm up $14 in this if you add up all these shares that I have bought so far in SCHD. So that's pretty cool actually. Meta moving out of California. Oh, from California. Yeah. Wasn't there like some type of tax bill that just got passed through or something like that? And what's his name? Oh man, what's his name from Meta? Oh my gosh, and I was just reading about him too. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark is looking for a house somewhere in Florida, in the Miami area, or something like that. I saw that earlier because of that tax bill. But yeah, let me show you guys my portfolio real quick. Yeah, my growth portfolio is, oh my gosh. Yeah, look at this. I'll show you guys right now. But look at that. So I only have 4 positions in this portfolio right now. I want to build up my Amazon position some more. I only got 9.7 shares and I want to buy a lot more. I got $1,900 invested. I'm only up 2% in my position. My cost per share is at $199. So James, if it goes under $200, I'm definitely buying even more. But in Amazon, I have only $42 in gains right now. 30% of this portfolio. Google is still up a lot. I'm up 88%. I was up 100%. It has been on the downside as of lately. In share prices at $310 right now. It was around $330, which I'm gonna show you in the Google app in Google Finance. But Netflix right now, I'm down 4%. My cost per share was able to bring it down because I DCA'd into it. I think that was something that I really, really like doing, which it was DCA'ing into the Netflix position to build it up. And each share, I pretty much bought it like at different share prices. Only 2 times I bought 2 shares once. But right now, the share price is $79. So it's looking a little bit attractive. But I really want to build up my Amazon position some more. So I got to take advantage of that right there. I think Netflix, I think I'm gonna have an opportunity this year. I think I'm gonna continue to have an opportunity this year in Netflix. I bet iShares Bitcoin. That's another one. I think I'm gonna continue to have an opportunity here. I don't think it's gonna go to $125,000 anytime soon in Bitcoin. So I might have some more opportunity in the future. But right now, my focus is gonna be Amazon. That's gonna be my focus right now. And if Google, which is another one, but let me talk about Amazon real quick first. So Amazon right now, in the last 5 days, it is pretty much up 0.87%. But in the last month, it's still down 17% in share price. So in the last 6 months, it's down 7.7%. So there's more sellers than buyers, as you can see right here in the bottom right corner in Amazon. So I do have to build up this position some more, to be honest with you. I like this company for the long term. I think they're they're gonna be right there head to head with Walmart, pretty much like they are right now. I think that those are gonna be the two juggernauts in the future. Right now I just see Amazon trucks everywhere. I see Amazon delivery trucks everywhere I go. Even when I'm at work and I talk to my coworkers, most of them order from Amazon. Some like to order from Walmart Plus, which is also a good one right there. And I do believe that Walmart has been performing well too. But a lot of people that I know, and even including myself, order from Amazon. So I think that they're gonna continue to accelerate in their cloud sector too, with AWS. And let me see, two way different companies. One has so much debt, legacy company. So yeah, so I really like Amazon for the long term. I think they're gonna benefit in robotics, in their capex spending. They have cloud. They also have some in Amazon Prime, which is Prime Video. I'm sorry, in Prime Video. So they even have that. They even have movies and everything. And some of the movies are good, and some of the shows like The Boys they have, which is a Prime original, if I'm not mistaken. They have some good stuff too. So Amazon is very diversified. I really like it as a very diversified business. So that is something that I like about it. Google in the last, let me see. Yeah, in the last month is down 6.3%. Google is down. So I'm seeing the opportunity. I got to take a look. I got to look at where the PE ratio is at, which right here says at 28. I got to see what the forward PE is. So I got to add it up to my weekly challenge right here, spreadsheet, which is right here. And you see, this is what was happening to my spreadsheet. You see, it's happening again. That the calculations and the share prices and all that is not working. I don't know why. I don't know why this is happening. Let me see. Oh no, it didn't happen to my portfolio spreadsheet, so that's good. But yeah, Google right now is on the downside too. It's at $310, so it's down 6.3%. In the last 6 months, it's still up 54.7%. So it has performed very, very well in the last 6 months. Are you guys planning on buying any Google or any of these stocks? Let me see. What else? So yeah, so that's pretty much for the growth portfolio. I'm going to be mainly focused on growing Amazon right here from this portfolio. If we go into my dividend, which is now not working, as you can see. So I can't even talk about the dividend portfolio. Yep, it's still not working right now. Let me see. As of late 2025, Amazon reported a total debt of approximately 135 billion to 178 billion. This week, they reported they will need to raise $200 billion more. Yeah, they are spending a lot. They are spending a lot on CapEx. But I think long term, if you think about Amazon, my investment in Amazon is not to I'm not thinking about the next year. I'm not thinking about the next 6 months. I'm thinking about it in 5, 10 years from now. Where is Amazon going to be at? You know, and I think it's going to be much, much bigger with their revenue growth, which when we take a look right here, we're going to take a look at Amazon because it's one of the trending stocks. So you see that revenue is accelerating year over year. Like this is just growing very well. Revenue growth, you can see steadily in the 13, 10, 12, 13% quarter over quarter. So year over year, Amazon is still accelerating their revenue. Operating income is also accelerating. You can see it right here on the chart. It's just growing more and more and more. And I think that in 10 years from now, this company is going to give me some very nice returns, I think, in my opinion. Shares outstanding, they're slightly issuing shares still, but let's see where it goes, right? Their earnings per share, look at this, is growing well also. So that's good. Hey, what's up, Isra? How are you? I was pumped for Masters of the Universe, but then I found out that Jared Leto was in it. Dude's only good movies were American Psycho and Fight Club. Oh man, I gotta take a look at that. What's that? Masters of the Universe. I gotta take a look in Google. James, debt growing also, and they want to grow debt 100%. Yeah, but it's investing in the business, James. So I think that's gonna help Amazon in the long term. To be honest with you. Gross margin is at 48%, 50%, so that's good. Operating margin is at 10%, 11%, so that's good. So there's a lot of good things in Amazon, and I'm thinking about it longer term. Where is Amazon gonna be in 10 years from now? I think it's gonna be much, much bigger. Analyst price target is $279. I see many analysts saying Amazon is going to go between $250 and $300 a share price in the next year or so. I think it's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm okay with waiting. And I'm okay with right now building my position even more in Amazon, especially in the last month is down 17%. So this is an opportunity to take right now for me, for myself. Not financial advice, guys. Let me see, James. Yeah, $400 billion in daily interest isn't gonna be easy. Long term, they may be debt-ridden company. Yeah. Oh, very good point. You got a very good point right there. Let me see if the spreadsheet is working again. I don't know if maybe this is like Google is having some problems or what, because I do have it on Google Sheets. That's where I'm working with this. But in my dividend portfolio, right? So I have SCHD at 374 shares, 19% in growth or in gains in that position. Johnson & Johnson, my defensive positions right here in this portfolio are performing very, very well. So Johnson & Johnson, I'm up 55%. Jeremy mentioned maybe I should take some gains from that one, but I honestly want to hold the long term Johnson & Johnson. So as of right now, I'm okay. Realty income, 16.4% in realty income. 35.7 shares right now. So I got $300 something in gains. Procter & Gamble, I got 13 shares. I'm up 8%. Procter & Gamble has been giving me some nice returns as of lately. Almost 9% up. What's up, SMPR? No, don't worry. You're still on time. It's only 8:44 right now, Eastern time. S&P 500, I haven't added any, and I've been considering maybe taking these funds to something higher yield, and then I could go back into the S&P later on. Let me see. X only has one good song to Bury Me. You selling BAC? Heard they are the ones holding crypto regulation back. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that is one of the positions I was going to get there. So FXAIX, I'm up 31%. Would love to take some gains on the S&P. Maybe buy some SCHD, bring me up um to my goal of 500. I think that would be great. Let me see, Tim. That old share price is creeping up. Wow. It was 54, $57 for several years, it seemed. Yeah. Now realty income is at $64 right now in share price. So I'm pretty happy with my position right now in the portfolio based on the size of my dividend portfolio. It's 7.8% right now, and I'm up 16%. Plus the dividends, that I'm getting from that. From X banks in general, yeah. Banks, let me jump into that one. So banks, I might be selling my Bank of America pretty soon because I know banks are also cyclical. So this one, I need to take my gains on Bank of America. It was supposed to be a swing trade. I was supposed to have sold some time ago, but honestly, my goal for Bank of America was reaching $50 a share. That was my goal. So right now I'm above my goal. I'm above where I wanted to take my gains in Bank of America as a swing trade. But I don't know. I didn't. I don't know when to take gains a lot of times. But I'm up 89%, and it's one position that I am planning on moving on from it pretty soon. I think this is gonna be next. I know I moved on from VGT, which actually I've been, haven't added it to my Roth portfolio yet. I'm going to add it later. But I've been taking advantage of the dip on SCHG. I don't know if any of you guys have been adding SCHG or hold SCHG, but I've been adding because I have some cash in my Roth. So I've been adding SCHG. I like SCHG. Let me see the thrill. I sold some UPS and bought Microsoft. I'm not buying stocks at the moment, just adding cash for when stocks hit my buying price. I'm using my SGolf interest to buy VYM and VGT. Nice thrill. VYM and VGT, nice combo right there too. I like that combo, especially staying with Vanguard. That's good. I'm hoping my brother-in-law already opened the account. He told me he was gonna do it. I told him, VOO, man, just go with VOO, start with VOO, and let's, just keep on going, for now. I'll let you know what to do later on, I told him. Tim, yeah, my O at 10K USD is sitting at $55.17 average. Wow. So you are up pretty nicely in your portfolio. Yeah, better than me. I'm actually at $55.39. So you should be up nicely in your position. The FXAIX position is worth 64.79 shares of SCHD. Thank you for the calculations there, Tim. It's looking like I might do that. I might do that. And buy a nice amount of SCHD, boost up my income, because I have another plan for another stock that I'm going to be adding into the dividend portfolio. But I'm going to be selling something else, I'm going to be selling something else. So, and I'm putting that together actually in my document. I want to put a couple points. I want to make a video, or maybe I'll mention it in the DCA Friday episode of the company that I want to add to this portfolio for multiple reasons. But my Bank of America position too. And I got in this one, I have a 3.93% yield on cost in that one, which is pretty good in my Bank of America. Traded my SCHG for SCHY. Wow. For the international dividend paying ETF, right? That's the one. Yeah. Well, you're using dividends soon, so that makes sense. That makes sense. You're in the green in a big way. Congrats. You still buying at the current price, or you swapping it for Vici? All right. I keep DCAing, but more is going to Vici. They are all sitting in one pie in one. Oh, nice. Yeah, my Vici position right now, I like it. I like where it's at right now. I'm down 1.2%, 63.4 shares right now. I got $1,800 invested in Vici, and I'm happy with it. You know, I might buy a little bit more on DCA Friday, but I want to make a larger deposit in the growth portfolio this week than the dividend portfolio. You know, if it makes sense. I want to buy more Amazon. That's what I want to buy. I want to buy mostly Amazon this week. Hopefully stays at the share price where it's at right now. Visa is another one. I got to throw a couple dollars in there. I got to start buying Visa a little bit more too. I like Visa long term. Also, I'd rather have Visa than Bank of America, to be honest with you. Visa is used by many banks, by many companies, but Bank of America is just one. They're usually cyclical. So I'm kind of afraid that, you know, pretty soon I'll lose some of my gains in Bank of America. Right now I'm up 89%. So I think I might liquidate the position completely, to be honest with you. And I know I'm going to lose the dividends, but, you know, I could always get some more SCHD. Yeah, SCHD, yes. Main Street Capital, I'm up 55.1%. I got 17.8 shares right now. So this one, I'm still trying to figure out where to buy, to be honest with you. You know, I'm really still trying to figure out where to buy Main Street Capital. Did you mean IRA, Anders, in the M1 Finance portfolio? Let me see. VBR is carrying VTI in my portfolio. Wow, nice. Tim, your Bank of America position is worth 4.665 shares of V. Yeah, I like Visa more than Bank of America, to be honest with you, as a company, especially for the long term. So yeah, it's not a bad plan. I think I gotta be a little bit more aggressive buying Visa. I know the share price right now is at 329, which when we take a look, let me just see. PE ratio right now is at 30. Forward PE is at 24. So I got to start looking into this one in Visa more at the forward PE, because they just been, every earnings call is like just business as usual. Nice steady growth, you know, revenue accelerating, earnings per share also, net income also accelerating. So everything is looking good. Price target right now, analysts are saying 21.1% upside from here, which is $398. And I do need to buy some more Visa. Visa, Amazon are two that I need to be a little bit more aggressive right now. That's how I feel right now. I need to buy more and more of these two companies right now. That's how I feel. And I might be wrong long term. Maybe, you know, like James said, you know, Amazon might take a lot of or too much debt, you know, and you never know what happens in the future. But I think Amazon long term is just gonna be, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But no, I like Visa. Look at the financials real quick. I'll show you right now. Look, nice, steady growth, you know, in Visa. Revenue in the last quarter was 10.9 billion. So look at that revenue growth. 14%, 11%, 9%. So it's, you know, great growth right there. Operating income, look at this. Growing very, very well, you know. Just continue to accelerate. And shares outstanding, look at this buying back. They're just buying back shares like nothing, you know. So this is also great to see. Earnings per share growth also. All their multiples are just, you know, great to see in Visa. Look at the gross margin, 97%, operating margin 68%, profit margin 53%. This one is just, you know, cash flowing machine pretty much in Visa. That's why I got to become a little bit more aggressive, and I got to do this a little bit more. I got to sit down here, look at my companies a little bit more. No, I don't have as much time, you know, to do these things, but I have to do that. I have to do that a little bit more. you know, with my companies. But yeah, planning on moving on from that. Starbucks is another one. I know I said it last week and I might be repeating myself, but there are companies taking a lot of market share from Starbucks. I'm at 8.9 shares, and I like that the share price is going up right now. And it's right now at $99. My cost per share is at 83. So my performance is 18.5% right now. And I think a lot of people are just buying into it because they feel it's defensive. It's not going to be disrupted by AI, because of the narrative out there with AI. So I think that's why a lot of people are investing in it. But if we take a quick look in stock analysis, let me show you real quick. Look at the dividend payout ratio. It's 204% right now. They can't grow their dividend anymore. Dividend yield is 2.5%. If we take a look right here at the operating revenue, which is which is one to take a look at, is at $9.3 billion. But you can see like it's slightly growing, but not really. Like in this, there was another metric that I wanted to show you guys. Let me see the operating income. This is one that I wanted to show you guys. Look at the operating income. It's just in decline right now. It's just on the downward right now, on the downside. So, which is not good. Shares, there's slightly, they're not even buying back shares really. Let me see the earnings per share. I think it's just in the downward too. It's at 26 cents. There's just a lot of things. Look at the earnings per share growth. It's at negative 62%. Free cash flow also is not really growing either. Let me see, what was it? The gross margin is going down. It's at 21%. Operating margin is also going down 9%. Profit margin is at 2.9%. Free cash flow margin is at 12%. So I don't know. I'm not liking a lot of the financials that I'm looking at in this company. And then if we take a look at the total debt, it's at $25.4 billion. So they also have a lot of debt. I don't know if they can pay their dividend anymore. So, and I don't know, with Dutch Bros taking a lot of market share, this other company here in the East Coast taking a lot of market share from Starbucks too. I don't know what's going to happen with it. Energy sector leading today. Yeah, the energy sector has been performing great. That's why SCHD is performing so good. Because if you see the energy sector, 19% of SCHD. So Chevron is one of the largest. It's at 4.2% right now. So, and Chevron has been performing well. Lockheed Martin is also another one that is performing well. I think Verizon also has been performing well in share price. Coca-Cola, definitely, because that's one that I own. I think they should cut UPS from here, and Kimberly-Clark too. Hershey Company also has been performing well as of lately. Another one that I'm not a big fan of is Target, but but I'm okay if they hold it for now. But a lot of these companies are doing well. Let me see. Brainchild. What's up? What's up, Brainchild? How are you? You going vacate yet? No, not yet. It's not this Saturday. No, it's not this Saturday. It's the next one. The 21st, I'm going. So this Sunday, we still have a live stream, so hopefully you guys are subscribed. I'm sure you guys are, but, just to make sure you guys are subscribed, you guys, so you guys can join the live stream on Sunday. We're going to have a live stream on Sunday. And then after that, I'm going to have a live stream next Wednesday. And then I won't see you guys until the following Wednesday. That's what is going to happen. So yeah, when is the rebalancing happening? Of SCHD or my portfolio? No, SCHD is usually March. That's when it happens. I think is, hold on, let me Google it real quick. because I think that's always the best thing to do. Let me just do this. Let me go into AI mode. I like using Gemini a lot. When SCHD reconstitution date. Okay, let me see what it's thinking right now. I'll show you right here. So the next annual reconstitution for SCHD is scheduled to take effect on Monday, March 23rd. That's when they're gonna do the reconstitution, which is pretty much like a rebalancing of the portfolio. They'll probably kick out some companies and they'll add some other ones. So that's pretty much what that is. It's a rebalancing of the companies within their portfolio, which in some years it has helped SCHD. Right now, this year has been helping, especially with their energy sector, which it has been performing very well. A lot of the investors out there are going with something a little bit more safe, AI resilient. So like pretty much where that won't get disrupted by AI. You know, especially in the AI in the energy sector, AI can disrupt that right now. It's the same thing, you know, like with food companies. I think AI is going to benefit some of those companies. I've been going, you know where I have been going to eat? Texas Roadhouse. It has been pretty good. It has been, man, in the last 3 months, I think I've gone like 3 times, 2 to 3 times already. And no, 3 times, yeah. And we've been liking it. My kids have been loving it, you know, Texas Roadhouse. And I know that's a stock that is out there. So let me see. Oh, by the way, I now have 2 shares ahead of the curve now. Oh, nice, nice. Let me see. This one hasn't even gotten fixed yet. Let me see. SCHD. You see my spreadsheet is not working. I don't know why. Oh, it is working now. I just needed to refresh it. Any of you guys want to give me your shares of SCHD right now so I can update it? Alex was the last one. Alex posted it in one of the videos. It's 21 shares. So Alex has been picking up shares of SCHD pretty fast, because in January, Alex ended up with 9 shares, and now already is the 2nd week of February, and Alex is at 21 shares of SCHD. Goal is 100. So then now with Tim at 2 shares, nice, of SCHD, you're 20% of the way there, Tim. I am at 74.8% of the, that's my progress on the way there to my goal of 500. So let me see. NLMT. Oh, hold on. I wonder if Target and KMB will make it through the algorithm and LMT. Yeah. Kimberly Clark hasn't been performing well, so I'm okay if Kimberly Clark gets kicked out. I'm okay if Target gets kicked out, you know. So yeah, I think there's 2 companies in my portfolio that are gonna get kicked out pretty soon. So I'm gonna be doing a reconstitution this month. Hey, what's up, Alex? How is it going? What's up, Alex? I was actually talking about you in a good way, Alex. In a good way. So, Alex, you had given me an update to 21 shares. So I updated it already. I saw it from the video that I posted a couple days ago. So it's updated now. 21 shares. Let me see. Pokemon Unite, I'm at 368 shares now. Nice. Let me see. Pokemon 368. Nice. You're 66.9% of the way to your goal of 550 shares. So that's pretty good right there. Let me see. Madden is now at 122. Wow. Picked up a couple shares also, 76% of the way there. And let me see, Boogie is at 990 shares. I think you're towards the top. Wow, you're picking up shares pretty fast too. You are now 76.1% of the way to your goal, which is 1,300 shares. I will, oh my gosh. I would love to be there. I would love to be. I envy on your position right here, Boogie. 990 shares. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to get there. That would be nice. Alex, thanks. I need to catch up to what I had before. I had to sell. I'm motivated. Nice, Alex. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did mention there in the chat that you had to sell. You had some things to take care of. So, yeah, seeing the rising price of SCHD is bittersweet. I miss the lower prices. Me too. Me too. I'm enjoying the gains in SCHD right now, just like a lot of other people, but I also feel the same way, as you. I want lower share prices from SCHD, especially I want to build up my position faster, like much faster. So the cheaper the price, the better it is for me. I'm okay with share price appreciation later on. But as of right now, I would like for it to be at a lower share price, so I can also get a higher yield for my shares of SCHD. So I kind of feel the same way. I kind of feel the same way as you. All right, Jeremy, what's up? What's up? How are you, Jeremy? Jeremy, what are you buying as of lately? Let us know in the chat. You probably have been busy this week or no. So yeah, let me see what else. Hold on. What else was it I wanted to show you guys? But yeah, any of you guys that want to also give me your updated, and even if you're watching the replay, just let me know in this video. If you're watching the replay, how many shares of SCHD you have. I do need to make a video. I was going to do it this week, but on Monday, I got home really tired. I went to sleep like around 8:30, And then yesterday, I also have finished cooking because I made some fried chicken, which I burnt a little bit of it because I was working on the spreadsheet. I'm working on a document on the new position that I want to add because I want to make a video. I want to talk about it a little bit. And what else was I doing? I was doing some stuff in the computer and I totally forgot about the chicken and I burned the last 3-4 pieces of chicken pretty much. So because my kids didn't want to eat it, I had to take it to work today. So I ate a little bit of a burnt chicken, today. But I want some more time, man. I need some more time so I can work on these things on the computer, on my investments, on so many things too. That I'm trying to work on, and all of them at the same time. On all of them, I'm trying to work on them at the same time, which is crazy, I'm just crazy. But yeah, let me know there, Jeremy. How have you been? And I know Hims is taking a hit, right? He's still taking a hit with that lawsuit out there. Lawrence, what's up, Lawrence? Lawrence is 59 shares of SCHD. Nice. Let me see, Lawrence, you are at 39.3% of the way in progress to your goal, which is 150 shares for Lawrence. That's a nice goal right there too. Hopefully it does motivate you to grow your SCHD position if you really like it long term. And just remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I just got to say it, So Google doesn't, I don't know. So Google doesn't cancel my video or block my video or something. Feed the chicken to my alligator. You have an alligator? I don't think you have ever mentioned that before. But yeah, I had to eat it. It wasn't burn, but it was a bit too overcooked. Alex, I need to head out. Drop by to say hi to everyone. Nice. Have a good day or a good night, Alex. And be easy. Let me see. Lawrence, awesome. Yeah, nice. Brainchild, 186 shares. Brainchild is at the very top. I didn't sort it this year by by the amount of shares, because some of the people that were at the very top in my previous sheet for SCHD, they were not even like active, in the chat or active in the videos. So I don't know if they were really out there. So that's why now I'm keeping like pretty much the guys that are always here. Brainchild, Music, Anders, SMPR also is pretty active. KC, Jeremy, Thomas has seen him a few times, but hopefully stays active, because if not, then I'm gonna have to bring him down. Boogie also always here. Mario, I know Mario always commenting in the videos. Sam a couple times. Isra, of course. The Thrill, of course. You're always here. Jeff Lawrence has been here in the chat. Finanzas con Estilo, also a couple times. Links, T Caskets. T Caskets has brought up a couple spots, to go to eat, which I gotta check them out. New York. Pokemon, JL, of course. JL has been a long time subscriber. Carlos also. Ryan Williams, SCHD Stan. These are two of the newest two of the newest guys out there. SCHD Stan, I follow him on X pretty much. So yeah. Let me see. Jeremy. Trimmed my cost out of Google and AMD. Started new positions in Now, Snow, and ZS. Added to CRM, Meta, and HEMS. Yeah. Very nice buys. Very nice buys, man. I like your buys. Now has been one that I've seen very, very popular. I just need to learn a little bit more about this company. I think this is a software company, right? So yeah, in the last month is down 29%. In the last 6 months is down 42%, but I know this one has been mentioned out there a lot, like a whole lot. I gotta look into it a little bit more so I can learn about it. But yeah. Let me know, guys, anybody else that is there in the chat that wants to tell me their shares of SCHD, so we can go ahead and update it. Let me know there. But that was some very nice buys, Jeremy. I really like it. Snow. Which one is Snow? Oh, Snowflake. Yeah, this is another one. Very, very popular out there. It's software. A lot of software companies that are going down. I don't know. I think the market is overreacting a little bit too much. I think it is. And there's one lives in the water on the abandoned golf course I live on. Oh, okay. So you give a chicken to the alligator? You really do? Let me see, Jeremy. Yeah, Hims is getting wrecked. Yeah, Jim. Hims. I was gonna say Jim, but Hims has been getting hit pretty hard. I think I have it right here. I added it because you guys talk about it a lot in the chat often. But you can see it's down 3%. I don't know much about the lawsuit that they have on their hand, but I did hear a little bit on a video that I was watching on a podcast video. It's like 3 guys in a podcast. But yeah, look at it. In the last month, it's down 48%. In the last 6 months, it's down 66.6%. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping you guys don't lose money, to be honest with you. I'm hoping you guys don't. Let me see the throw. Jeremy, you are not giving up on HEMS and CRM. HEMS is killing me. Yeah. Hey, what's up, SCHD Stan? How are you? I was actually just talking about you, mentioning your name. Yeah, you can see it right here. Your shares of SCHD, 8340. Wow. 9535, 9,535 shares is the goal. So that looks good. That looks good. Oh, I think I forgot to share a link in my X account. And I need to pretty much on my X account. I do need to, because I have it open right here, I think. Hold on, let me see. Yep, I have my X account. I have to give me 1 second. I have to get it verified. I think I have to do that. I think I'm gonna do that in my X account. I think pretty soon I'm gonna have to do that. You know, I have to. For anyone that have X, I'm trying to grow my page a little bit. Let's see where it goes. But hopefully, hopefully I do get to grow the page. I need to be a little bit more active on X though. So yeah, let me see. Not giving up yet, Thrill. Let's see what they say at earnings next week. Okay, that's good. No, I try to stay away from alligators. Lots of fish in that pond though. Yeah, I will stay away too. Let me see. Snow is pretty volatile. Lots of single stock covered call ETFs based on that company. X, you're the reason why they made the movie Lake Placid. To Anders. Jeremy, do you hold these cloud companies long term? Betty White's greatest oral. Hey, I spent time in Africa. Lake Placid is too cold. Jeremy, holding them till the story changes, Brainchild. Okay. That's a good, way of putting it. Definitely. Let me see something real quick. Oh. Actually, verified is at $4 right now, so maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do that real quick, tomorrow to get it verified. But yeah. What do you think, Jeremy, about hold on, what was his name again? Hold on. Hold on. Because I was watching Joseph Carlson's video before I hopped on. And what do you think about Bill Ackman adding Meta? What do you think about that? Did it make you more bullish on Meta? On Meta platforms? Yeah, if you see Meta right here, $668 right now. Bill Ackman calls Meta one of the world's greatest businesses out there. Meta is looking good, man. Meta is looking good. Let me see. Look at that. I was showing this earlier, Jeremy. Out of some of the companies that I like, Meta is at a 21.7 PE ratio right now. Forward PE. 21.7 forward earnings. Their multiples are looking good. 28 PE ratio right now. Know that they have a lot of CapEx spending. But I think long term, it made me feel that FOMO. Fear of missing out. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's looking good. It looks very attractive right now, out of these companies right now. I also got to add Google in here because Google has been going down in share price actually. So I got to bring it here too. If I put Google and I have to do the trailing 12 months and their earnings per share, the estimated, so I could do the forward PE. So I'll add it for the next video for sure. But Meta is just looking really, really good. One company that I was also looking at was Uber. Forward guidance is not so great. They have a forward PE of 20, So it looks like their guidance is not as great for the future. But you never know, right? You never know what you can forecast on a company. But Uber is a company that also interests me a lot. Brainchild, I bought Meta when they were investing into the metaverse, $103 a share. Ooh, nice buy. And you're still holding? That's good. Should have bought more. Yeah. What do you think about the share price right now, Brainchild? You know, at a 21 PE, you know, I know I anchor to my share prices. You know, I have done that a lot of times and I'm trying to work on it. You know, Amazon is at a 25 forward PE, you know, so that's looking good. Let me see. I need Tesla, wipe out Uber. Need to rent out my cyber cap for that passive income. I think Meta is still the most attractive Max 7. Google became the most expensive. I'm just rotating capital from one to the other. Yeah. It's pretty smart, you know. Pretty smart. You know. Yeah, that's you know, that's some good moves right there, Jeremy. I like that. Taking, you know, especially Google has been on the downside as of lately. I was showing it to you guys earlier. I think it's in the last month, it's down 6%. So, you know, taking gains right there, you know, nice. I like Uber under $70. Yeah. Uber is one that, you know, I think it's the next one that I'm going to do some research on Uber, you know. But as of right now, I really like Amazon, which I need to be a little bit more bullish on Amazon. And I got to buy a little bit more. I think I'm going to be buying, Jeremy, more and more Amazon. It's at a 25 forward PE right now. I know there's a lot of CapEx spending in a lot of these companies, you know, Amazon, Meta, Google. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And Uber under 70, that's gonna look very attractive, you know, very attractive. Look at Lyft earning that profit of $6.69 to sell off. Let me take a quick look. Lyft Inc. It's at $13 right now. PE ratios at 2. Net income 2.84 billion. Wow. That looks good. Let me see. The revenue growth is at $1.59 billion. Let me see. Revenue growth 2% year over year. Operating income is in the negative though. It went down. That's why I think the share price is taking a hit. Let me see the net income. Oh, it's at $2.76 billion. Let me see. They're buying back shares, which is another good sign. Right there. Free cash flow, $227 million. Gross margins is at 31%. Operating margin is in the negative. So I don't like that. Profit margin, 172%. What happened in the last quarter? It looks like some of their metrics are like very, very high in their last quarter. So I wonder what happened in the last quarter. Let me see the total debt. They got $1.26 billion in total debt too. Wonder what happened. Let me see. In the last 3 months, it's down 41%. Wow, that's a lot. In the last year, it's down 7.4%. Let me see. Uber is 0.26% in VTI, according to Daddy Grok. Brainchild, I love Meta, but I prefer to be boring. I'll wait for a discount. I think Meta right now looks attractive. I think Meta looks very attractive. I know you have a great cost per share. But, you know, it's looking pretty attractive. Jeremy, I've learned with the Max 7, there will always be one outperforming and one underperforming the rest. They keep rotating that position, so rotate your capital accordingly with them. Yeah, that's a very good point. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on Microsoft? If it continues to go down, Thrill, you know, Jeremy's going to give his opinion. He gave it there already, but it's right now 404. If it continues to go down, you know, it's at a 23.8 forward PE right now. You know, their multiples are looking good. They're looking pretty attractive. Jeremy, Meta at a lower PE than the S&P's at discount, Brainchild. Yeah. That was something else. That's a very good point right there, Jeremy. With Meta. PE at 21. Yeah, it's just forward PE at 21. Waiting for MSFT to close the gap at 387, then it's a buy. What would be it, the forward PE at 387? Hold on, I'll tell you right now. It will be at 22.7. So it will look pretty attractive. At $387. That would be the forward PE at 22.7. So it looks good. Definitely looks good. You know, at a 22 multiple. Yeah, definitely looks very attractive. So yeah, these are some of the companies that I'm liking, you know, right now. Meta, Microsoft. I know you guys have voted on Microsoft, you know, maybe adding Microsoft to my portfolio. But look at Meta, you know. I'm just, you know, I'm liking the company more and more in Meta, to be honest with you. Let me see something real quick. What else did I wanted to show you guys? My dividend portfolio spreadsheet. It's not working again. I don't know what's going on with Google, but I'm not liking this. Let me see. Yeah, so this is the spreadsheet right here. This is my full portfolio right now, and my portfolio has been staying, it hasn't crossed the $36,000 as far as I've known and as far as I've seen. You know, like I haven't seen it cross $36,000 just yet. But I got $6,000 in gains, 20.4%. And there's right now mostly saving cash in case of taxes going sideways, some of which are out of my control. Yeah, I gotta do my taxes too. So I need to do my taxes. Let me see if I can do them this weekend actually. But I do have to do my taxes. I agree, Jeremy. Love Meta. I think it has room to up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, their revenue. Earnings per share accelerating, you know, 20%. Hold on, let me look at my notes real quick. You know, there's a couple things that I have written down right here. They got 3.58 billion daily active users across all apps. You know, earnings per share growing at 20% per year. You know, yeah. I don't know. You know, there's just a lot of good things with Meta right now. So a lot of good things. Same, loading up on treasuries till taxes are done with. All right. Let me see what else. What else did I wanted to talk about? Yeah, Meta is looking pretty attractive. You know, now with Bill Ackman adding it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's gonna run up in share price a lot? I don't know if Bill Ackman has the same effect as Warren Buffett, you know, but will it run up in share price a lot in Meta? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it goes down a little bit more, so I can get you know, if I add it to my portfolio, I can get it at a lower PE. I honestly regret not adding Meta the last time Jeremy mentioned it here. When it went under $600. You know, I should have made some moves right then. Under $600. And that was as of recently. It was, let me see. It was right here in November. This is when it was mentioned. Right under $600 it hit. You know, and it was mentioned right here, somewhere here. Did you say you were looking at adding a new position? Have you sold anything? I missed the first half. Yeah, I was talking about it. I haven't sold anything yet, but I am looking to adding a new position into the dividend portfolio. That's where I'm thinking on adding a new position. Some of the positions that I'm looking at right now, is like my bank. Well, another position that I want to grow in my dividend portfolio is Visa. I need to start buying Visa once again, Jeremy. I need to build up this position some more. I really like Visa long term. Bank of America was, like I told you before, is swing trade. Right now, I'm still above the share price where I wanted to sell, which it was $50. Once I got to $50, I wanted to sell my position. But I'm pretty happy that it's at 53 right now. I got 89%. But this one is one that I'm thinking about, selling off soon in Bank of America. And the other one is Starbucks. Starbucks, I'm afraid they're going to cut their dividend. Payout ratios at 200%. There's companies taking a lot of market share from Starbucks. You got Dunkin' Donuts, of course, but then you also have Dutch Bros. And you have this other one here in the East Coast, which is called 7 Brew, I think it is. And it has been opening quite a few stores out there. So, and it's growing here in the Northeast, if you see it. So I don't know. I think Starbucks is losing their moat, to be honest with you. I think Starbucks is losing their moat. I'm right now up 18.5%. I think a lot of people are just buying into it as a defensive company that is not going to get disrupted by AI. I know that oh man, what was the word I was using earlier? I know a lot of people, oh man, what was the word? I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I also trimmed 20% of ASML. I forgot about that one. That was in my Roth. I grew to 50% of my Roth, so taking some gains to set aside for Melly at the right price. Oh, I like that one. I like Melly. Melly, I'm with you on that one. I would love to add Melly in my Roth portfolio right now, and I need to build up my cash position in my Roth again. I've been buying a lot of SCHD in my Roth. But Melly, I will also love to add it to my Roth. I think that's company long term too. It's pretty much like the Amazon of South America. So I like it. I like it. And they've been accelerating their revenue, their earnings per share, if I'm not mistaken. I was looking at that. Their operating income also. So yeah. That one is looking good. Melly's looking good. That's a good choice right there. But with the narrative, that was the word that I was trying to look for out there with AI disrupting, many companies. I think a lot of investors are going into companies like, of course, Coca-Cola, anything in the energy sector, which is CVX, Chevron, Exxon, many of those. Johnson & Johnson also has been growing very well, 55% in my position right now. Realty Income, look at this. I'm up 16% already. Share price at 64. So some of these companies, I'm also thinking, Jeremy, about this one, FXAIX. And I know people are probably going to call me crazy, but honestly, I have a lot of S&P 500 in my 401k. Like a lot. So if I combine all the portfolios together, all my portfolios, which is like Roth, 401k, and taxables, the S&P in my 401k is my largest position out of everything. So I have a lot of S&P there, and I think I'm okay with holding it there for the long term. I'm also considering taking gains in the S&P, especially the S&P is pretty high right now. Hold on. I didn't get ready for that one. Honestly, to be honest with you, I didn't get ready for that one, but it is at a 27.5 PE ratio right now. So, the S&P continues to get higher and higher. Ah, man, where was it that I was looking at that? At the PE ratio of the S&P. There was a chart that I was looking at earlier. So that's why I'm kind of thinking on taking gains from the S&P 500 and moving it into maybe a new position. Maybe a new position. in the for the dividend portfolio, or buy a nice amount of SCHD and put in a new position. I agree with selling FXAIX. Yeah. I've been just really, really thinking about it. I don't want to sell everything at once, but those are three of the companies right now that I'm thinking about making a move. And I might be making a move tomorrow for Friday's video. And I think I'm gonna start a new position for Friday's video. Let me see, it's 9:36 already. But yeah, I think you guys might see a new position either on Friday's video, or I'll probably leave it for Sunday's video. But yeah, let me see. Weekly chart on the S&P is looking like it's crossing bearish. Yeah. But I'm been thinking about those three. Bank of America, you know, Bank of America is one bank. I know that the banks are cyclical. So at any moment, Bank of America share price can go down. Market can go bearish on banks pretty much. So and I'm already above the share price where I wanted to take my gain. So I'm up 89%. I'm good. That will buy me some nice shares of Visa or the new position or SCHD. So yeah, those are some of the moves that I'm thinking about making, Jeremy. Starbucks, Bank of America, S&P, and feed some of my other positions, and or start a new position in a new company. Jeremy, how do you typically research stocks like Melly? I never heard of some of those holdings. Not going to tell us tonight about the new position in the dividend portfolio. No one like a tease. Yeah, no, I'm not. I was thinking about it, Tim. I was thinking about it, but I think you guys will guess it. I think you guys will guess it. If stocks crash and grayscale pumps, I'll cry tears of joy. I want out of crypto so bad. You want out of crypto, X? Really? You don't want to hold long term, or a little bit longer term? Let me just see real quick. Let me just open the max. So if you see right here the share price of Bitcoin, it always goes through a downtrend, every couple of years, pretty much. Then it goes on an uptrend, then it goes back down. But as you can see right here, hold on, Bitcoin, yeah, since 2016. Why does it only have to since 2016? I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to make a prediction. I don't want to make a prediction on Bitcoin, but for me, let me just talk about me. I think that's the best way, the best approach to take. But for me, I think I see this as a buying opportunity right now. When you open the max, because I think that eventually, with the new, there's just a lot of talks out there about the government also buying a lot of crypto, mainly Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is like the main popular one. I think that eventually there's going to be a lot of inflows into Bitcoin, into the crypto market. Right now, a lot of people are selling the SaaS sector, so what's that? I kind of lost my train of thought, but there's always, there's always inflows and outflows from each sector, right? People then started selling like stocks like, for example, when the first AI scare came up, right? Google, pretty much, people thought Google would get disrupted by AI, with search. So Google went down in share price, gave a nice opportunity. I was buying then. I think it was like around $100, somewhere around there, 100 something dollars a share. And now look at it, it went up. So, man, I'm trying to get to the point that I want to make, but I think that eventually I think that eventually, there's going to be some inflows in capital into Bitcoin or into the crypto market eventually. But it's going to take some time. I think it's going to take some time. I think it's going to take some time this year before there's inflows in money. And, remember, a lot of the older generation, there's some that are investing in crypto, to be honest with you. Because I got people at work that are, closer to retirement, and they're buying some crypto. So I don't know. I'm not afraid. I think I'm okay. Just don't let the new position be Adobe, Intuit, or Duolingo. No Duolingo. No, I don't like it. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Adobe, to be honest with you. Intuit, I kind of like that company. I kind of do. But I like some other companies more. It starts with chatter on social media. Then, if arguments sound compelling, I will do my own digging from there. Brainchild. Yeah. Yeah, I do see a lot of those too. I'm, the same way as Jeremy. I see a lot of people talking on social media about certain stocks, and then I'll look into them just to see what they are, the business model, and all that. So, let me see. X, that's Bitcoin. I don't have Bitcoin. I may but buy FBTC in the Roth IRA, but my priority will always be VTI. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. What I did, and I can tell you what I did, right? I can't give you no financial advice. I made it a small position in my portfolio. I don't have much. I don't really have much Bitcoin. And I think I'm keeping it at that. Look at it. Right now it's 2.77% of my portfolio. So that's all I'm pretty much keeping in Bitcoin. I might get another couple shares. I might get to like 30 shares. Maybe. But right now my focus is gonna be in the growth portfolio. It's gonna be Amazon. That's gonna be my focus now at current share prices. But you're definitely, VTI, total stock market, you good. Got it on X typically. Yeah, on X and YouTube. Yeah, that's what I do too. Both of those. Anyone guessing on the new position? I guess waste management, and Jay said no, it's not at the start. So one company removed from possibilities. Yeah, I'll let you guys know on Friday. Most likely. I might make the move tomorrow, honestly. I might make the move tomorrow, and it will be like a sale of one company and an addition of the other one. Christopher, what's up, Chris? Keep in mind that a portfolio is like a bar of soap. The more you handle it, the smaller it gets. Yeah, that is very true, Chris. My point with this is like some of these companies, like for example, the Starbucks. I don't know. I think that they're losing their moat. To be honest with you, I think Starbucks is losing their moat. And honestly, I've never been about, I like Starbucks because I used to see so many people always going to Starbucks. Their business model looks good and everything. But now that there's more and more businesses out there coming up, like Dutch Bros. I'm going to use the same ones, Dutch Bros uh, and Seven Brew, I think it is called. And then they're becoming even more popular. Like more and more people are talking about it, which is crazy. I think that eventually they're going to lose a lot of market share, and I don't know. I don't know if the growth is going to be there. So, yeah. I'm trying to hold long term, though, my positions. Johnson & Johnson, I've been holding it for a while. Realty Income. Procter & Gamble, I just started adding again recently because I had anchored to the share price pretty much. Vici Properties I've been adding to. I've been holding these positions for a while. Some of my SCHD buys, Chris, when they were post split, right? Some of my buys in SCHD, because I've been buying since 2022. I've been buying SCHD. Some of my buys post split was it came up to like $22 a share. Some of my buys, and I used to buy like a 60 something dollars, a $70 a share. That was previously before the split. But post split, it turned into like $22, $23. So I got some shares at $22, $23 a share. So I can imagine the dividend yield on those shares that I bought then, that I bought in 2023, which is when SCHD took a dip. But that's why I'm trying to move on. I think, Starbucks, I think I'm ready to move on from Starbucks. One of the ones later on, it's going to be Pfizer, which I still got to do my research on Pfizer. But Bank of America, Starbucks, thinking about moving on. FXAIX, I'm not in a rush to move on, but really considering taking some gains and putting it into another company. Tim, I think Jay is going to ask something like GPIQ or QQQI. I'm becoming a fan of GPIQ though. That's all I can say. I'm becoming a fan of that one. That's very true for people that don't understand market cycles, how to value a company and technical analysis. Even the great Warren Buffett sold stock to move capital into other stocks. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot of times, especially when there's a good opportunity, you know, like some investors are doing, and like pretty much like what Jeremy's doing. I think Meta right now is looking good. And hold on, and Microsoft, look at this, just with this PE ratio only alone, Microsoft is at a 23 forward PE, Meta at a 21. This is if you're looking at the company's long term though. If you're looking to do some swing trades, then I don't know, you got to do your own research. I don't try to do any, quick trades or day trading or anything like that. I really don't like that style of investing. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to do it, but I don't like it. I like more the buying and holding long term. I like more the way Warren Buffett invests. And yes, going back to your point, Chris, that, the more you handle it, your portfolio, the smaller it can get. But if the company is losing their moat and, if you see better growth in another company, then yeah, Uber looks good. I got to add a couple companies here that I've been looking at, honestly. I hear you on evaluating Starbucks, but outside of the investing world, the average person still sees it as the king of coffee. Yeah, that is very true, Chris, but they just have a lot more competition. I'm gonna show you this one company, Chris. Don't go anywhere just yet. I know I'm gonna be the stream is probably gonna end soon, like in the next 15 minutes or so, but what is it? 7 Brew, I think it is. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just do this. Come on. Let me see the map. Why isn't it showing me the map? Come on. Oh my gosh. If you see, hold on. This is the company that is becoming, let me just make sure. Okay. This is the company, Chris, that this company has been becoming very, very popular. It's called 7 Brew Coffee. There's quite a few around here. You can see in the East Coast. It's pretty much like in Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. It looks like. So yeah. So this one is becoming a little bit popular. Not sure if you where you're at. But this one is one that I think is taking market share and it's becoming a little bit popular, especially here in New Jersey. It's called 7 Brew. Let me show you the company real quick. So I think there's just an increase in competition. And so this is pretty much the company. And then just remember that McDonald's also have a lot of those drinks. You got Dunkin' Donuts. Well, look, you see, this is similar to Starbucks. And then you also have Dutch Bros, which is another company that is also taking market share. If I show you right here, I think it's called Bros, right? Yeah, Dutch Bros. If you see, this is another coffee company, right? And they have been growing their financials very well, if you see. Company has been growing. This one is in the Midwest. So you have 7 Brew here in the East Coast or Northeast. And then you have Dutch Bros in the Midwest pretty much, or in the West. Is growing their revenue. It's accelerating very well. Look at this. The revenue is accelerating 25% as of recently, but before that it was 53, 39%. Operating income is in the positive now. Their shares outstanding, they are diluting the shareholder, but it's a company that is growing and growing as of lately. Their earnings per share is in the positive now. Let me see, the free cash flow is also in the positive. So this company is also growing, becoming very, very popular also in the West Coast. So yeah. So I don't know. I'm losing my conviction on Starbucks pretty much. Hard to beat that Dunkin' chocolate milk. Dunkin' Donuts, yeah. I agree with selling FXAIX, SBUX, and BAC. PFE is currently in a strong uptrend. Hold for a little bit longer. J&J ready for trim. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I want to hold, Johnson & Johnson long term. Could I take some gains? Yeah, but I think I'm going to make moves on the other ones first before I think about that one. Pfizer, honestly, that's why I haven't done anything too, because I really got to look at their last earnings. I was looking at Starbucks earnings, so that's why I'm kind of like, in my doubt a lot. So, yeah. If you're looking at anything, hit in the SaaS sell-off, stick with something that hold. System of record, in-house database, offer data storage, can monetize agentic layering, and charge per usage. Yeah, very good right there. Very good comments there. But yeah, what's your cost basis on Starbucks? It is at $83.58. Let me show it to you real quick. Let me show it to you in the dividend portfolio. But yeah, it is at $83.58. So I'm up 18.5% right now. So I got $138 in gains. I only have $744 invested in Starbucks, so that's good. And I don't think I have bought anything above. I don't think I have bought anything above $95, $93, somewhere around there. So I'm pretty much in the positive in all my purchases in Starbucks. How much have you put into buying Starbucks? Oh, yeah. So, my total cost basis. Yeah. You did say cost basis. You didn't say cost per share. So I have $744 invested. So right now I got a market value of $882. So that looks pretty good. That can buy me, some nice SCHD shares. That can buy me some Visa. Let me see. Sell Starbucks and you can get $14.23 a month with GPIQ. I like that. I like that. I'm learning to like GPIQ, GPIX also, in the covered call sector. But yeah. That's not bad. $14.23 a month. That's pretty good. Wow. KO at $78.60. Yeah. What's PEP looking like? If we go into PepsiCo is at $169. I don't know if any of you guys, it's up 16% in the last 6 months, 18% in the last 3 months. I don't know. Any of you guys took advantage of this right here, of this dip in the 130s, 120s? I know I saw a couple videos of a couple people buying here at this share price where it's at right there in 2025. I thought it was very attractive at those prices, to be honest with you. But I'm not a Pepsi fan, so yeah. Casey, nice work right there. Yep. Casey did some very, very good calculation. But I like that GPIQ, to be honest with you. I think that one would be good in my Roth IRA, in the future. Banish all covered call ETFs and save the world. That one has been performing pretty good, X. To be honest, GPIQ. Look at this. GPIQ and GPIX. Look at this. Average annual returns 26.33% in GPIQ. Inception day was in 2023 though. So it's only been out there for like 2 years, a little bit over 2 years. So yeah, I wrote out Pepsi and I'm up now nicely. I did big time. Nice, Chris. You took advantage of that dip. Yeah. Yeah, in the 130s, 120s. Yeah, that was a good time. I think that was very attractive. Boogie, yes, did buy Pepsi and PG while on dip. Nice. You buy at 138, right? I think you bought 138, 139, somewhere around there. I took advantage of that too. I think I took advantage of Procter & Gamble. Made quite a few purchases. It was at $160 in Procter & Gamble. But yeah, it was like right here. Look at this in December at $138, $139. Then it went back down again at $138 in January, at the beginning of January. So yeah, 2.64% dividend yield. I like this company. I love their products. We like their products here at home. So that's one of the reasons why I'm invested in it, because, I want to be an investor in Procter & Gamble and a consumer in Procter & Gamble. I even got, their Old Spice too. So I use that. I use, new position guess, either Meta or SPGI. SPGI, yeah. SPGI is on my watch list too, together with Meta. SPGI is on a downtrend right now. It's at a 26 PE, 4 PE 19. This one, we don't do the price to book, right? I don't think we do. But in the last month, it's down 28%. I don't know. I think this one, yeah, this one looks good too. Yeah. They have lost 27% of the market cap. Look at it in the last 3 months. In the year to date, this year. Yeah. Yeah. This year, look at this, 25.2%. This one looks great too. In the financial sector, yeah. This one's steady growth, 9%, in revenue. So let me see. Operating income also $1.57 billion. Net income at $1.13 billion. They're buying back shares, and I think they're buying back even more right now, at the share price where it's at. This one definitely looks good. This one looks good. SPGI looks good. And it pays a dividend, 0.99%. Payout ratio is only 26%. Dividend growth, 4.3%. Who else thinks is one of these? It's either Meta or SPGI. SPGI is at the top of my watch list. I do have it at the top of my watch list. Let's see. I'm gonna, I don't think you guys are gonna get surprised. I think you guys are gonna know right away. And Johnson & Johnson was on a dip and made a great opportunity. Yeah, Boogie. Johnson & Johnson, I loaded up more and more here. Let me see. I think it was it right here in yeah, because it was sometime in 2025. It was like under 160. This is where I started buying more and more. I started buying here in April. It was under 160. At 150 it even reached. And I bought. It was also at 148. I bought here, and then it started going up in share price. And now it's up 56.1% in the last year in Johnson and Johnson. 2.16%. My yield on cost is at 3.3%, so I'm good with that. Speaking of which, SPGI looks amazing at this price. Yeah, it does look good. It does look good. SPGI does look good. At this moment, I would rather have that one instead of Bank of America, at this moment, like in the financial sector, between both of those, between SPGI and that. But I also like Visa a lot. I like Visa a whole lot. So, yeah. All right. Let me see what else. There is 17 of you guys there. Wow, nice. For a Wednesday night. That's awesome. 20 likes. So anybody that hasn't hit the like button, don't forget to hit the like button. Let me see. Man. Yeah, let's see what I shared this week. In the DCA Friday video. And then yeah, thinking about a lot of things. SPGI for Bank of America. That would be a nice move, right? Don't you think it would be a nice move right now, Jeremy? I think it would be. I think it will be. The position, right? If I do end up selling either Bank of America or Starbucks, because Starbucks is at a 2.97% yield on cost. I'm gonna lose some income, but Jeremy, that's it for me, folks. Past my bedtime. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night, Jeremy. Oh yeah, it is 10 o'clock already. You also gotta go to bed. Me, Jeremy, Anders, we're all on the same timeline. Who else? Legendary also, like we're all on the East Coast. So, and I gotta go to sleep. I gotta wake up early. I gotta wake up at 4. So, yeah, I think this is gonna be it for me too. I bought a few shares of Procter & Gamble when it was at 141 again. I wish I bought more. Yeah, we all have that moment. Brainchild. We all really have that moment, where we say, wow, I should have bought a lot more. I know there was a couple times I helped myself with Google. I remember, and I should have just bought. Yeah. Let me see. Tim, did you watch the Super Bowl halftime show after the live stream last weekend? Yes, I did. It was good. I liked it. I liked that Bad Bunny showed a lot of things from the culture in Puerto Rico. I really like that. Which I'm gonna go in a week and a half. So I like that. I like that. I like that. But it was good. It was a good halftime show. I like his song. So, but I don't sleep, and I have to go to sleep. I gotta go to the gym in the morning. Wake up at 4. Good night, Jeremy from Brainchild. Take care, guys. Take care, X. 2,100 hours here in San Antonio. I want to go over there, Boogie. I want to go over there. I want to go to Texas. I want to go have some of that nice, good barbecue food over there. Some nice meat. That's one of my go-to places that's one of the places I want to go to. I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning too. Yep. Me and you both. Man, Brainchild, I'm also out. Good night, Jay. All right, good night, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Very, very important. So you guys can see my updates, the DCA Friday episodes where I talk about the stocks that I'm going to be buying, on Friday. I DCA every Friday. And many of my positions, I DCA whatever, doesn't matter what the share price is. So I'm going to be doing that. I have only a couple more videos before I go to Puerto Rico. So, don't forget, gotta subscribe so you can hang out with us. Love doing these live streams, and I want to do them more often, to be honest with you. Anders and Tim and everyone. I want to do it more often because, you know, I also need to expand my vocabulary when talking about investments, because I don't talk about it with anybody. You know, I only talked about it with you guys here. So I need to work on that, and I think live streams will help me a lot. So I need to try to live stream a little bit more. You guys will probably get bored of it, but you know, I need to I just need to work on that. And I don't have people that I can talk to about investments other than you guys here, you know, in the chat and stuff. So yeah, I gotta work on that. That is something I gotta work on, and I need to probably do that. Do more live streams. Take care all. Most likely see you Sunday, but early morning upgrade to a few hundred databases. Wow. And there's see you Sunday night US time. See you, KC. The chat was once again fantastic. Cheer to everyone. I enjoy the hangout every time. Nice, Tim. Nice. In the future, if anything happens where trolls start coming in, there's a feature that I'll put in the chats later on that is like, if you're not subscribed for more than 10 minutes or so, you know, or whatever, 25 minutes, I think it is, you can comment. So, you know, I could definitely do that in the future. If there's like trolls coming out, because I know all you guys are subscribed. So, and if there's any trolls, they're just stopping by, trolling for a little bit and then leaving. So I'll probably do that later on, you know, if anything starts happening like that. All right, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Like I say every video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And, you know, if you guys like any of the videos, don't forget to hype. That's a new feature on YouTube. So don't forget to hit the hype button. Anti-Canada filter. Anti-Canada. You can hand out blue wrenches for moderators who can shut the trolls down. Oh, yeah. I'll probably put a couple of you guys in there, yeah, as moderators. Let me learn about it. I'm going to watch out a YouTube video. So, you know, I'm probably going to put some of you guys as that in the future. So, yeah, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, subscribe to the channel. You know, leave me your opinion in one of the other videos. And what else? I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one.